For getting the final selection in the banking examination, banking and financial awareness is the most important pillar. So, for all your upcoming bank examinations like IBPS PO, IBPS Clerk, I'm coming up with a complete course based on banking, finance and economy. In this course, we are not only going to cover the static part, but also we will connect each topic with the current scenario of the banking. For example, recently RBI ने current account open करने की new policies launch की. So in this course we are going to cover both things. What is current account and what are the new policies to open the current account जो कि आपके रिटर्न और इंटरव्यू दोनों में हेल्प करेगा.
Good morning and a very warm welcome to everyone. I can see some of you have already joined us here. So good morning. I hope you guys are doing well and your preparations are going good too. Okay, so today's day, that is Wednesday, we all know that we discussed some mains level puzzles. So I have taken some 3 good questions. We will be discussing the same, right? So quickly share the stream with your friends also so that they know that the class has started, right? Okay, so let's quickly start today's session. So let's have a look. Vijay Lakshmi, Rupal, Sneha, good morning everyone. Let's quickly start today's session. Okay, so let's see what do we have for today. So this is the first question on your screen. This is based on day and date, right? So day and date puzzle, sorry for this, day and date puzzle. So let's have a look at this. Samarpita, good morning. Ankita, good morning. Shankar, good morning. Sadhna, good morning. Parul, good morning. Kuldeep, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Let me just plug in my system. You guys please have a look at this question. So this is a day and date based question and we have some family tree also. Not exactly family tree, you don't need to make the family tree here. You can take that as a different variable like you treat your normal variables. You don't need to make a family tree here. Okay, so let's start the question. ठीक है, इसको शुरू करते हैं. Let's try to do it together. Let's solve it together. So we have 8 family members of a family who went for a health checkup, right? Annual health checkup के लिए गए and they went in the months of June, July, August and September on dates that are either 7th or 16th of these months, right? So you can see that we have made the basic table here. Only one person had the checkup on each day and each of them had a checkup just once. Now this is important to understand. This hint is very important that the male members had checkups on even value dates. Now what is the meaning here? Even value dates, that means on every 16th we have only the male persons, right? And on 7th we will be having the female persons. Because in this family you can see that we have 4 males and 4 females. That is, each person was related to a A in some manner. That is wife, mother, and daughter and sister. So 4 females and the rest of them have to be your males, right? Because A has a wife, that means A has to be a male here. I hope this is clear. So this is the common text. This is the common text here for this one. Let's quickly have a look at the hints that are given here. So male will always be on 16th and the females will go on 7th. Okay. Chalo, let's quickly check. Now A's son had a checkup in a month with 30 days. Now what is the month that is having 30 days? That's either June or September, right? So it has to be either June or September. Now in June also or September also son की बात कर रहे हैं. That means we should be having it on 16th, right? So son can either be on June 16th or on September 16th. These are the 2 cases that we can have, right? Then we have A's son and D had checkups at a gap of 2%. So let's place D1 to D can be here on August 7. And here also you will see that D will be coming on August 7. So that means D is fixed, that he is going to be there on 7th. Then let's see. D had a checkup just before A, who had the checkup at a gap of 1 from G. So D is immediately before A, right? So A will be here and A will be here. Now G can either be on 16 September or on 7 July, right? We can have both the cases there. I hope everybody is clear with this, that how we are doing this. Any doubts in here, please let me know. Okay, so let's see. आगे देखते हैं क्या दे रखा है. B was A's mother. Now this is given. B was A's mother had a checkup in the month of July or August, right? So let's check for July and August. So July क्या है? ये रहा July और ये रहा August. Mother है, that means she is a female. So that means she has to go on 7th, right? So August 7 is already taken by D. That means mother will be here only. So B mother will be coming here. And here also B is A's mother like this. Okay, I hope it is clear to everyone. Let's see. आगे देखते हैं. So this is done. A's brother went to check up just after C. So A's brother went just after C. G and A's sister had checkups in different months but on consecutive turns. Vijay Lakshmi says done. That's great, Vijay Lakshmi. Absolutely great. Now F was not the first to have a checkup here. This is given. F had his checkup just after A's daughter, who was not the first to have her checkup, right? So we know that F had his checkup just after A's daughter. And this daughter cannot be the first person here, right? So daughter and F we have to place. Let's see where we can place daughter and F. Daughter has to be on the 7th, right? So everybody has completed. That's great. So this is the first question that we are doing here. So that's great work, guys, that you are able to do it within 5-6 minutes. That's great here. Let's see. So daughter F cannot be 7 and 16 because daughter cannot be the first person, right? Daughter D को अगर place किया, not possible because F के लिए जगह नहीं बचेगी. So only possibility here will be this, right? So this is your daughter and this is your F. Here also daughter 7 or 16th June में तो हो नहीं सकता. First person cannot be possible. July 7 is already taken. यहाँ पर August 7 के साथ 16th is not free for F, right? So again the possibility for daughter will be this only. So this is daughter and this is your F, right? Then let's see what is remaining. Let's check. Let's see this one. A's brother went for checkup just after C. So इसका क्या मतलब है कि ब्रदर है उससे जस्ट पहले we should have a C here, right? So C brother इस तरह से करना है and brother is a male person, right? So let's see. C आपका यहाँ पर June 7 not possible, brother के लिए जगह नहीं है. Let's see. C is this. If we take C on July 16, can we take that here? That is possible. Also C can be 7th September also, right? So we have 2 cases there. उसको थोड़ी देर में देखते हैं. Now you can place your G, right? In both the cases you can place your G because F has already taken one place here. Because we know that there was only one person between A and G, right? So let's place G here because it was given that at a gap of 1 from G. A का 1 के gap पे था G से, तो G में हमने place कर दिया. And G and A sister had checkups in different months but on consecutive turns, right? So G and sister कहाँ होगा? Sister will be this one here, D. यहाँ भी G के साथ sister कहाँ होगी? Sister will be D only. Now you can place this C and brother, right? This you can place now, that is C and brother. Let's see where we will have C. So the only possibility now for C and brother is this, that C is here and your brother is here. In this case, let's see where we can have C and brother. C can be here and your brother can be this person. ठीक है, दो cases अभी तक आ रहे. E was not A's wife. ठीक है, तो E was not A's wife. Now mother, sister and daughter are already placed here. So wife कौन होगी? Wife has to be this person. Here also wife will be this person, right? And father के लिए कौन बच रहा है? Father के लिए सिर्फ G बच रहा है, right? So this has to be your father. Let's see, अब देखते हैं क्या दे रखा है. H was a female member of the family but was not A's daughter. So H has to be a female member. So that means H will be here in this case. And इस केस में H के लिए कौन बचा है? H के लिए सिर्फ यही बचा है. That means ये वाला जो केस है, this will be wrong here, right? So this is not the right case. So the final answer will be this one, and somebody who is left here will be placed here. So your E will be coming here. I hope this is clear to everyone. Anyone has a doubt in here, please let me know. Good morning, Satya. So did everybody get the same answer? Anyone, any doubts in here, please let me know. I hope this is clear to everyone. Doubts, please let me know, guys. Everybody is clear with this, that how did we go about it? So you can see that it is not always necessary that you make the family tree if the question is talking about in particularly relation with somebody, right? It is given like that A's mother, A's father, A's sister, A's brother. If everybody is related to A, then you don't need to make the family tree. You can easily do it without making the family tree as taking it as a normal variable. But let's say if it says that A's sister is H's wife, let's say like that, or B's son or D's husband, like that, if it is given, then you will have to make a family tree where the relationships are mentioned with respect to different persons, right? Okay, so everybody is getting the same one. Okay, let's go to the next question. In that case, let's have a look at this one. Chalo. सेकेंड में A का फादर हो सकता है ना. सेकेंड में A का फादर कहाँ था? सन तो ऑलरेडी प्लेस था ना. Okay, chalo. Let's go to the next question. The problem with that in the second case, Ankita, was that H had to be a female member और H उसमें daughter आ रही थी. H could not be the daughter. Tanya, good morning, no problem at all. Vijayalakshmi ma'am, gloves compulsory for exam or optional one? Vijayalakshmi, although it is mentioned in the common instructions that you need to have gloves, but it is not written as mandatory. Although with mask it is written mandatory, compulsory in the brackets, with gloves it is not mentioned. But you can never be sure because there are some centers which are मतलब center specific rules भी होते हैं. So it's always better to carry a surgical pair of gloves, right? So carry a surgical pair of gloves. If you require, please wear it, else just let it be. And yes, please try to practice, right? I have been telling some of my students that let's say if it's compulsory, so just try to practice writing while wearing your gloves on, because that will hamper the speed of you, right? So that hampers the speed, so it becomes difficult to write with your gloves on. So in case it's very it's compulsory, in case let's say it's compulsory in the center that you have to wear it, just try to have it. Now this one's normal. This one is not very difficult. Try to do this. The most important part here is to see that how you fix the timings, right? How do you get the timings? Else you will be getting the normal. The arrangement is very normal here. Sadhana is completed. Sadhana, you are absolutely of rocket speed with this one. Okay. Great work, Sadhana. We'll wait for one more minute and let's see how many of you are able to complete it. Now, not a very difficult question. I'll not say this is a difficult question. But yes, we can have one or two questions like this also. Yeah, done, ma'am. Okay, Sanjay also has completed. That's great. Chitra also has done. That's great. So what is the difference between G and C? Quickly let me know what is the difference between G and C here. All those who have completed. Sneha also has completed. Riya, good morning. So all those who have completed, let me know what is the difference between your G and C, the lecture timings for G and C. 4. Now just try to understand one point here that was, I was thinking that you might have a problem with this one. That E and C had a lecture at a gap of 2 hours, right? Harish, good morning. You are very late today. Okay, so this says, this point, just have a look at this. E and C had a lecture at a gap of 2 hours. Now just try to understand 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. are at a gap of 2 hours, right? It is not 1 p.m. and 4 p.m., right? Because 1 p.m. से 2 p.m. is 1 hour, 2 p.m. से 3 p.m. is 1 hour, right? So that means this is the second question. Okay, so that means it is a gap of 2 hours between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. if we are talking about that. Okay, okay. So let's have a look at this. A was third to the left of, so 7 professors were seated in a row facing the north. So we have 7 professors and they are facing north. They have consecutive lectures 1 to 7 p.m. not necessarily in the same order. The lectures are of 1 hour each and only one person took a lecture at a time. Okay. So let's see. A was third to the left of E who had a lecture at 3 p.m. So let's make this 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's say A is third to the lecture of E who had a lecture at 3 p.m. right? Now we have E and F were not at the extreme ends. That means at least there should be one person towards the right of E. At least one person to ho gayi. We can have 2 or 3 or 4 2 or 3 or 2 persons also, but we should have at least one person towards his right. Let's see. Then E and C had a lecture at a gap of 2 hours. That means if E is there at 3, that means C can be there either on 1 or your 5, right? Because 3 minus 2, that is 1, or 3 plus 2, that is 5. Okay. Then F was third to the left of C. We will place that. D took the lecture immediately after G, who was to the immediate left of E. So G ko place kar lete. This is your G. One who took the lecture of at 1 p.m. was third to the right of B. Okay. So 1 p.m. is third to the right of B. G was not the first to take his lecture. Professors who took consecutive lectures were not seated neighboring each other. Okay. So itna to hamara ban gaya. This is your common, that we know that this is your fixed. Itna to hamara common hai. Okay. Now let's try to place this one. That is F was third to the left of C. Let's see where we can place F and C. Now we know that F cannot be at the extreme end, right? We know that F cannot be at the extreme end. So that means only possibility is this, that F and C are here. This is the only possibility, right? इसके अलावा आपका कहीं भी आप place करोगे, F will go towards the extreme left, right? So that means ये आपका बन गया. Oh, I missed one hint. Parul, it's okay, no problem. Let's see. Then it is given one who took the lecture at 1 p.m. was third to the right of B. Now let's try to understand B को कहाँ हम ले सकते हैं, right? Now this was given that G was not the first to take his lecture. Ma'am, please repeat once. Okay, what happened here was, first of all, we took this one, that is A was third to the left of E, who had a lecture at 3 p.m. So we placed A, we placed E, right? इतना हमने place किया. Then we had E and F were not seated at the extreme end. Now this is known that E cannot be at the extreme end. That is why we placed one person here towards the right of E, because E cannot be at the extreme end, right? Then we had one more hint which says that G was to the immediate left of E, and that is how we placed our G. So अब तक हमारा A place हो गया, this 3 place हो गया, E is placed and your G is placed, right? So these were the places, that is this you got here. Now you have one hint that says F was to the third to the left of C, right? So F has to be third to the left of C such that F is not at the extreme end, right? So F cannot be at the extreme end. So if you have these 5 persons and you know that there are only 7 persons, the only possibility for F to be third to the left of C and not be at the extreme end is this one, that is F is here and C is here. ठीक है, अब आपके इसके आगे देखते हैं क्या बच रहा है. Just a second. I hope this is clear, Harish. Okay, so now let's try to place B and 1 here. So this is given that the one who took the lecture at 1 p.m. was third to the right of B. So if you place your B here, let's assume if you place your B here, that means G will be having 1. But this was given that G was not the first to take his lecture, and the first lecture we know was there at 1 p.m. right? So that means this is not a possible case. मतलब B के third right में we have to place 1 p.m. So 1, 2, 3, this has to be your 1 p.m. right? So F will be the one who will be here 1 p.m. I hope this is clear, right? So this is the answer that we will be getting, and your D will be coming here. So ये तो आपका arrangement बन गया basic वाला, ठीक है? Let me just remove this one. I hope this is clear that G cannot be 1. That is why this was invalid, right? So this is the case that we will be getting here. Now let's quickly place the timing here, ठीक है? Timing को देखते हैं कैसे करना है. Now this was known that E and C had a gap of 2 hours between them. तो देखिए यहाँ पर one is already taken by F. That means C will be at 5, right? So C is at 5 here. Then we know that there is one thing, that is D took the lecture immediately after G, right? So D is immediately after G. मतलब D में आप कितना करोगे? G में कितना place करोगे? So G plus 1 is equal to D. Now what are the possibilities here for this one, right? So what are the values that are remaining? We are having 2, we are having 4, we are having 6 and we are having 7, right? So what can be the values for D and G? Let's say if your G is, let's say G is your 2, right? Then your value for D will be 3, which is not possible because 3 is already taken by E. So this is not possible, right? If you take 4 here, that means this is your 5. So 4 and 5 क्या possible है? If you place your G as 4, then this problem will arise that consecutive lectures cannot be seated neighboring. मतलब 4 भी आपका यहाँ पर E के साथ 3 में नहीं हो सकता neighbor, right? So 4 is also not possible here. If you take your 6, then your 7 is possible, right? So for D and G, the values will be 7 and 6. So G will be at 6 here and D will be at 7 here, right? So the values that are remaining are 2 and 4 now. So 2 cannot be neighboring your 1. That means 2 will be here and your 4 will be coming here. So this is the final answer that you guys will be getting. I hope this is clear, right? Yes, absolutely easy question, normal question, nothing at all. I hope this is clear to everyone. Any doubts in here, please let me know. Anyone, any doubts in here? Okay, chalo, let's go to the next question. But before that, guys, we have our edge, right? You know that the sessions that are going on, the courses that are running right now, we have courses for RRBPO, that is, we will be starting with RRBPO mains because the prelims will already take place. Then we will have SBI, we are also having SBI, we are having your IBPS PO batch. Then we have a clerk batch that is coming up 16th onwards, right? So clerk, this is IBPS clerk again, right? Again, we had some courses for banking and current affairs, right? So banking and CA के लिए आपके courses हैं. So please have a look at the courses that are there on Edge right now, and it's also available on a very discounted price right now. So if you want to attend the sessions, the online sessions, it's a one-stop solution for you guys, right? So you can have a look at all the courses, all the offers that are available right now. And yes, this week's free LPS will be taken by Harshita ma'am on the topic error spotting RCPJ vocabulary based questions. Now this will be your clerk pre-special, and this is going to take place on this Thursday at 7 p.m. right? So this Thursday 7 p.m. that is tomorrow 7 p.m. Please do not forget to tune in at 7 p.m. tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely free of cost. You don't need to pay anything. You just need to tune in to the channel or to the website or through the app, right? Just attend it. Okay? Okay. So E is given 3 p.m. already. Yes, E was given 3 p.m. Anybody has a doubt here? Anybody had a doubt in that question? Anyone had a doubt in here? This was given here as E had a lecture at 3 p.m. Okay, chalo, let's, if no doubts, then let's go to the next question then. Okay, so let's have a look at this question. Now, this is a question that is based on budget allocation. So, you have to make the team that has to go. The question here is that X has to play a match against team Y, right? So, team X has to select 6 players from these players. So, you have to tell me what is the team of that 6 players, right? So, team of 6. So, you have to tell me that how do we select the 6 players that who are going to be part of this team. Budget allocation. Yes, this is a question that is of budget allocation. This we have seen in one of the PO mains. In IBPS PO mains, we had a question of this type. IPL auction. So yes, it's kind of IPL auction only. That means here every player has a fixed fees, right? So if you are taking your A, that means you have to pay rupees 7,000. If for B the price is 9,700 and the allocated budget is your 61,353, that means it cannot exceed the budget, right? So let's say you are taking 6 players. Although you want the best batsmen, the best bowlers, the best wicket keeper, but that might have a price, right? So the total price of all the 6 members cannot exceed the allocated budget, that is of 61,353, right? So you cannot go beyond that. So you have to check that the total, you have to check whatever team's total is less than that will be the final answer. Here you will be getting 2 teams here and one will be exceeding the budget, other will be in the budget. So the one that will be in the budget will be our answer here. So yes, Royal Challengers Olive Board, absolutely. So try to attempt it. We'll wait for 1 more minute and then we'll start discussing that how should we go about it. Don't worry Ankita, मैं explain करूंगी. Akriti, good morning. Waiting for your explanation, ma'am. A and E are batsmen. So yes, A and E are, no, E is an all-rounder, right? So E is an all-rounder here. Waiting for your explanation, ma'am. Just a few seconds more and then we'll start. Akriti, yes, we have discussed 2 questions today. We have three questions in total. This is the 3rd question that we are going to discuss. Okay, you can have a look at the one that is remaining after this. Bowler is C. Okay, so what is the team that you are getting here? Vijay Lakshmi, quickly let me know. What is the team that you are getting here? CDHAE. Just a second. CD. No, that's not the right answer here. Okay. BFE. EABGI. EAB. No, I don't think so. CHD. DNB. Okay, no, that's not the right answer. Sanjay, you have 5 players in total here. No, that's not the right answer. So now, no, I'm not getting the right answers here. Okay, so let's quickly check this one. ठीक है, इसको समझने की कोशिश करते हैं, शुरू से देखते हैं. So team X has to play a match against team Y. Team X has to select 6 players from the mentioned players for the match, right? So we have these A to I. These are the 9 players here. यहाँ से हमें check करना है, ठीक है? B and D, देखिए यहाँ पर B and D के साथ प्रॉब्लम क्या होगी विजय लक्ष्मी? If you take B and D, if B and D played together are in the same team, then D plays as a wicket keeper. ठीक है, तो अगर B और D सेम टीम में आप ले रहे हो तो D को विकेट कीपर की तरह प्ले करना पड़ेगा. And this is also given a specialist player is given a priority over regular player. That means you have to take a specialist player. So मतलब आपका H तो आना ही आना है. That means a specialist player, the specialist wicket keeper, that is H, he has to be a part of the team, right? So that is why D and H cannot be together here. Okay, let's see. ठीक है, शुरू करते हैं, आराम से करते हैं. It's okay, no problem at all. Let's see. ठीक है, so the designation and fee is mentioned here. That means A is a batsman and for him the fee is your 7,000. Similarly, B can play as a wicket keeper or a batsman and his fee is 9,700. Similarly, C will play as a bowler and his fees is 10,000 and so on, right? So that is the meaning of this table. So we have to select 6 players among these mentioned 9 players. इनमें से 6 player की हमें टीम बनानी है who will be going to play the match and the total budget cannot exceed 61,353 because that is the budget that is allocated for the team here. ठीक है, so let's have a look at this. At least one bowler, at least लिखा है, ठीक है, so we have at least one bowler, one wicket keeper, 2 batsmen and 1 all-rounder, right? We should have at least these players. इतने तो होने चाहिए, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see these are 5 players and it is written that at least लिखा है, मतलब कहीं पर 2 होगा, maybe it's 2 bowlers or 3 batsmen. It's possible, right? Let's see. So it is given that only one player plays as a wicket keeper in a team, even if there are more than 1 wicket keepers in a team, right? So एक ही person आपका wicket keeper जैसे खेलेगा. Then we have E was definitely in the team. So E has to be there in the team. E को तो लेना ही लेना है. And what is E here? So E is an all-rounder. ठीक है, तो E जो है वो तो आपका all-rounder हो गया. Then it is given A and F don't play together. ठीक है, so A and F cannot play together. Now let's make one basic table here that who are the people we can have here for your bowlers, batsmen, wicket keeper and all-rounder. Let's just make a table here. Bowler कौन कौन है यहाँ पर? Bowler is C. Bowler और कौन है यहाँ पर? Let's see. We have bowler as C. We have for D. We have your I, right? C, D and I. Let's see. We have C, we have D and we have I. All-rounder सिर्फ एक ही खेल सकता है. E is already an all-rounder, so we will not be taking E for your bowler or batsman. ठीक है, उसके लिए नहीं लेंगे. Then we have 1 wicket keeper. Wicket keeper में कौन कौन है? We have your B, right? After that we have your D. One more person we have, that is your H. ठीक है, these are the possibilities for wicket keeper. For batsman, who do we have a batsman here? We have A, we have B, we have a F, and we have anybody else? No, A, B, F, right? So it's either A, B or F. Out of them, we have to take 2. Then let's check for AR, that is all-rounder में कौन कौन है? All-rounder में we have E, and another all-rounder we have your G, right? Now let's see. In the team, we have your E. E is there definitely in the team, right? So E is already there in the team. Now this is given that there is only 1 all-rounder in the team. मतलब आपका G तो खेलेगा ही नहीं, right? So G cannot be there in the team. I hope this is clear. CHIBAE. CHIBAE. Yes, that's the right answer, Harish. Absolutely. Vijay Lakshmi, that's the right answer. So now you guys are getting the right answer. Vijay Lakshmi, Harish, that's the same answer. बिल्कुल सही है. Okay, so let's see. So E आपका आ गया. E has to be there in here. So G cannot be there in the team because there can only be 1 specialist, one all-rounder, right? Only 1 all-rounder here. That means we are having your E, right? Yes, budget will be 59,100. Absolutely right. Now let's see. A and F do not play together, right? So it's either we can have two teams. Let's say this is your team 1 and let's say this is your team 1 and let's take team 2 here. Okay, A and F cannot play together and we have to choose two batsmen out of these two, right? So it's either A or B here, or it's either E, B and F. I hope this is clear. Amruta, good morning. Yes, you are late, but it's okay. You can watch the session later also. The questions that we have discussed before, please watch that later, right? So it's either EAB or EBF because we have to choose two batsmen from the given batsman, right? Then a specialist player is given a priority over a regular player. So in wicket keeper, you have B, D and H, but you can see that your H is a specialist wicket keeper, right? So H will be getting a priority over B and D. That means H has to be there in the team, right? So H तो होगा ही होगा, B और D हो सकते हैं. It's not problematic that B and D cannot be there in the team, but yes, H has to be there, right? Rajshekar, good morning. Okay, so H has to be there. यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आ गया? That is EABH or EBFH. Now let's see. Then it is given, a specialist is given a priority. The total budget for match against Y is of this one, right? So let's see. Now this is given, if B and D are in the same team, then D plays as a wicket keeper, right? So if you choose your D here, guys, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me? Just let me know because we had a power cut issue here. Okay, I hope you can hear me. Is it working fine now? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Voice is there. Okay. Voice is there. Okay, let me just close my window capture so that we do not take that much here. Okay, I hope it's visible now. Can you see everything? Right. Okay. Always power cut at this time, so I cannot help it out. Chalo, let's have a look at this. Camera is blurred. It's okay, no problem at all. I've switched off the camera so that the bandwidth taken is not that much. Chalo, let's quickly start again. Okay, so I hope it is clear till now that how we were making the team. Okay, किसी को कोई भी doubt हो please बताइएगा. I hope it's clear to everyone. Let's continue. Okay, visible. Okay, so let's have a look at this one, right? So it's either EABH or EBFH. Okay. So now let's understand, if B and D are playing together, then D plays as a wicket keeper. So that means if you consider D as here, that means he has to play as a wicket keeper. That means you cannot take him because we already have a specialist wicket keeper, right? So जब एक wicket keeper है तो दूसरा wicket keeper नहीं आ सकता because H will already be playing as a wicket keeper, right? So let's consider here that who all we have taken. So we have already taken one, this person, that is we are already through this one, that is all rounder already done. Two batsmen already done, one wicket keeper already done. Now it's either the bowler, right? It's only the bowler that is left. So it's either C or D because we are already done with 4 players, right? So 4 players aa chuke hain. So we have to take 2 more players of these, right? Because we need to have 2 players, right? So 2 bowlers hame lene hain, ya 1 bowler, at least 1 bowler, right? So we can take either C or D, or we can take D or I, or we can take C or I, right? Now if you choose your D, the problem with D is that already B is there in the team, right? B has to be there in the team. So B and D together होंगे तो D तो bowler की तरह खेलेगा नहीं. So he had to play as a wicket keeper, but he cannot play as a wicket keeper because already H is there. That means D आपका यहाँ पर नहीं होगा. So the only option is either C and I, or here also C and I. That means this is either this is the team, that is team 1, or this is the team 2. I hope this is clear. Okay? Anyone has a problem in here, please let me know. Yes, H was a specialist here, right? A specialist player is given a priority over a regular player, right? So that is why we had taken H as a wicket keeper, because H is given here as a specialist wicket keeper, right? And as he is a specialist player, he has to be taken in the team. I hope this is clear. Okay? E was definitely in the team is given. How come you placed in both teams? No, I have taken them. Yes, E has to be there, right? So this player is definitely there. The only problem is with A, B or your BF. It's either A, B or BF. Now you just have to check which of the following is exceeding your budget, right? I hope it's clear to everyone. Okay, so let's quickly check the budget कि budget कौन आपका exceed कर रहा है. ठीक है, let's check for the players here that who is exceeding your budget. Now you just have to find the total here. That's done, right? So it's either team 1 or team 2. Let's check for this one. Let's check this one, that is your BF वाला. इसको check करते हैं. ठीक है, EBF HC1. So what is the total for E? That is your 8,500. What is the total for B? That is your 9,700, right? Then what is the total for F? That is your 10,300, right? Then for H you can see it's 12,000. Then your C it's 10,000, right? And for your I it's 11,900, right? So you have to find the total here. At least one bowler, so we have one. See, so we must have one. Yes, absolutely. 6 players are to be selected. One bowler, no. It's at least one. Shivani, it was given here that at least one bowler. At least one bowler de rakha hai, so you can have more than one bowler also, right? We can take only one bowler and another batsman. Yes, absolutely, we could have taken that. But वहाँ पर हमने देख लिया था already either it was A, B and F, right? For batsmen we had the relationship for A, B and F. So A and F cannot play together, so we cannot take all 3 batsmen here, right? A and F cannot be in the same team. They cannot play together. So it has to be either A or B or F. That is how we have done, right? So you have to take the total here. So this is 0, this is 0, this is 9 plus 3 is 12, 19 and 24, right? Then 8, 10, 19, 20, 21, 22 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this is coming as 62,400, which is exceeding your allocated budget here, that is of 61,353, right? Okay, so this one is exceeding the budget. That means team 2 cannot be the right one. Let's check for team 1, that is EBAHCI. This is your team 1 here, right? So let's check this one whether it's also exceeding the budget. So this is 8,500 for E. B is your 9,700. Then your A is your 7,000. H is your 12,000. C is 10,000. And I here is 11,900, right? Now let's check the budget for this one. This is 0, this is 0. 9 and 7, 16 plus 5, 21, right? Let's see, आगे देखते हैं. 9, 8, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 and 29. So this is 29, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is coming as 59,100, right? So that is why we will be having this one. Madam, is there any other question for this lecture? I have one question that you can take as a homework. I hope this is clear, right? So this is the budget, this is the value that is coming lower than the budget that is given here. Allocated budget से कम आ रहा है. That means we will be considering this one. We cannot go for 62,400 because this is exceeding your limit here, right? Instead of 2 bowlers, can we choose another wicket keeper here? Wicket keeper में देखिए क्या था आपका. Wicket keeper में we had a D. Wicket keeper में we had a B here, and wicket keeper में we had a specialist wicket keeper H, right? With H we could have another wicket keeper. Absolutely, we could have another wicket keeper. B was already there in the team and he was playing as a batsman, right? We had 2 we had to take 2 batsmen. So if he is playing as a batsman, he will not be playing as a wicket keeper, right? So that means B को तो हम consider नहीं करेंगे. Now if you had taken D here as a wicket keeper, that is if you take D in the team, that is your B and D both are there in the team, right? If you are taking both B and D, it is given that if B and D are in the same team, then D has to play as a wicket keeper, but that is not possible because a specialist player has to be given a priority over a regular player, right? So यहाँ पर specialist wicket keeper है हमारे पास जो कि H है, ठीक है. अगर आपके पास धोनी है तो आपको धोनी लेना ही पड़ेगा, आप किसी और को नहीं ले सकते हो. So that is why you have to take a specialist wicket keeper. So that is why if you take B and D, then D cannot play as a wicket keeper because we already have H playing as a wicket keeper, ठीक है. Any doubts in here? I hope this is clear to everyone. Ma'am, mains high level puzzle part 1, 2, 3 are available in YouTube. Yes, Amrita, they are there in YouTube, right? I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay, so this question, the last one, is a homework for you. Ma'am, why didn't you take G? Okay, why didn't I take G here? G का क्या था यहाँ पर? G was all rounder because this was given that there is only one all rounder in the team, right? And it was given that E was definitely playing in the team. So E you can see is an all rounder, and that is why if you are taking E, then G cannot be there in the team, right? Because there was only one all rounder. Okay, so this is the homework question for all of you. Just try it. So you will be getting आपको एक यहाँ पर रो मिलेगा. So 6 cars of different models are parked in a parking lot of a building, right? And just take them. They are facing north, and the integral multiple में होना है. I hope this is clear, right? So increasing from left to right, so you have to place them. ठीक है? Okay. Daily class होती है Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. आपका daily 10 AM session होता है, right? So it's a 10 AM session Monday to Wednesday. MTW. Okay. I hope this is clear to everyone. Any doubts in here? Please bring data sufficiency question. Do not worry, we will be having those questions also. So yes, I'll see you guys again with another session on Monday. So I hope you enjoyed today's session. Okay, I'll see you guys with another one on Monday. Thank you so much. Please take care. If you like the session, please push the like button. All those who are new to this channel, do not forget to subscribe the channel, and yes, do not forget to press the bell icon. I'll see you guys soon with another session. Please take care, stay safe, and all the best for your exams over the weekend. ठीक है? Shankar Raja, chalo. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll see you soon with another session. Thank you so much. Please take care.
IBPS results are now out. Many of the selected candidates recommend preparing for descriptive exam from the beginning. To prepare content for the essay writing, we need to understand a variety of topics from the editorial section. We discuss these from The Hindu, Times of India, Indian Express, etc. daily at 9 AM. So do join the editorial discussion session on All About YouTube platform.